So, this is our fourth interview. The first time was
Fourth. Wow.
during the raging of the pandemic. So now, 5 years ago, this whole thing began. It was probably around this time that we interviewed the first time. I
Yep.
always wanted to catch up with everybody, and we've done that pretty good throughout the years. So
Sure.
it's great that this album is about dreams, all the dreams
I love it too.
that have been incubated, and you have such a stellar cast. So let's begin with the idea for this album. How did this whole idea come to fruition?
Well, I've been wanting to do it for a while. Um, and I actually love songs about dreams, and I have a lot of them in different parts of my albums.
Yeah.
And I finally decided that I liked the theme and it was just gonna happen. Sorry for also, I'm like, as you can hear, my voice sounds beautiful today. We're gonna
It's all
ignore
good. It's all good.
it. Hence the tea.
Yes.
Yeah, so I thought it would be beautiful to actually put together an album um about dreams because such beautiful songs were written about that. And also, um, in a way I am living my dream.
Yeah.
Like I moved to this amazing city to do what I love and I'm doing it. So I felt like just a combination of those two things um would make a good album.
But also too, in just like the literal sense of sleep, so
Yeah,
much of the truths that are a part of who we are sift around in the subconscious and become the dreams that give
yeah,
us ideas for songs and poetry and art and all of these things. So even, I mean, it's one thing for us to be awake and alive and to go after that dream, but most of what we do when we float around in some weird Freudian sense is all about dreaming in the subconscious.
totally. Totally. It's cool because with art, there's so much of that we do or we should be doing at least. Um, and also, well, one of the things I found is that a lot of these songs are actually about they're kind of sad because they're about dreams that won't actually come true. They're about love that only exists in this subconscious reality, like you said, and not in the real world reality, which I just found that, very human, very vulnerable, and it's what I love to. I love singing human, vulnerable songs that everybody can relate to. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and you got a wonderful cast. You got Jeb, you got Jimmy, you got Simon. How did you collect these musicians to make
Um,
this album?
yeah, well, I thought I was thinking of having dreamy guests. And then I thought about more per instrument first before I decided what person. I'm very lucky in New York. Any instrument I want, there's somebody who plays it really well. So, um, I thought about the vibraphone, obviously, because it's such a dreamy instrument.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I think yes, I had wanted to work with Simon for a while because he's such a great, amazing player.
Oh yeah.
And Itai, I thought flute could be a cool horn too because it's maybe not the most like it's not the first jazz choice I would think about off the top of my head, but there's something about the airiness of it that I just thought would work with some of the songs. And Itai is just an amazing player as well that I played with prior. And then I thought I hadn't done anything with guitar yet, and I thought that would be awesome too. So Leander came in, who's amazing as well, and Jeb's just a pianist that I've been working with so much in New York, and I just wanted to get him on on a record. And Dave, who is also my offstage partner in crime, was the obvious choice on bass, and
Sure.
also did a lot of the arrangements.
Okay. So, when I look at your lineage and
Yeah.
your evolution over time, how do you go into each new album? Do you see it as a snapshot in your life? Do you see it as an evolution of you as an artist? How do you go into each successive release?
Well, honestly, I love performing,
Yeah.
and so I always look at it as a show, like
Yeah.
as what would I, as a listener, want to listen to when I come see a show?
Yeah.
Because it's my joy in life is doing that.
Yeah.
Um, And that's really how it starts. I'm always like, what, how can I make something that as a package is makes people feel a lot of stuff, like makes them laugh, makes them cry, makes them miss something, be nostalgic about something. So that's really how I start. Um, because in a lot of way, I love recording, but I also see these recordings as kind of passageways to reaching new audience members and performing more as well. So I always try to like think, okay, what kind of show am I going to do based on this music? Um, so that was how I thought about the Dream album, because that actually made me go out and look for tunes that would fit, specific, parts of the album. Like maybe now we need to stop crying and we have to laugh a little. So what kind of
Yep.
song could match that? Um, so, but then again, it's a thing that directs the arranging as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I approach it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
So speaking of crying, we're living through weird times in America right now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so many things have been rearranged. There's a lot of confusion going on, a lot of fear. But I think that music right now is probably the perfect antidote to ram up against all of that's going on. Is
I
that
agree.
something that you think about with this release and with music now?
All the time, yeah. I'm also from Israel originally, so crazy times have been going on for me like longer.
Yeah.
And I've been saying throughout this past crazy time that I'm so grateful that like the one thing that I do is good. Like nobody could ever look at what we do
Yeah.
and say, "Oh, that's bad."
Right. Right.
The only purpose is to make people not have to be connected to reality.
Sure.
So it heals, it brings people together.
Hmm.
I'm really like constantly so grateful. And then of course, like you said, the dream theme kind of connects to that even more, where you're like, I
Yeah.
feel like I have this honor of allowing people to jump into dreamland for an hour
Yeah.
or, however long they're listening. It's really a privilege, and I don't know, I'm so grateful that I could do that.
Yeah. So what person would be out there thinking, why are they making a jazz record? I don't think that anybody would be doing that. I hope that no one's doing that because it makes
Yeah.
sense to me. So let me ask you this. Instead of asking you what you hope the listener gets out of this, which you've kind of
Hmm.
touched on,
Yeah.
there's always a mood, there's always a way that people conceptualize the best setting for listening to an album. Maybe in a social situation over a glass of wine, maybe while you're driving your car, maybe where you're in a quiet space alone. What's the ideal setting that you would see somebody listening to your album?
Wow, I've never been asked this question. Wow. I mean, the ideal setting would be um glass of white wine because it's dreams or red. I
Sure.
like red too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, you know what? I like the song Deep in a Dream.
Yeah.
It says I dim all the lights and I sink in my chair. The smoke from my no, you don't need to smoke, but like
Right.
smoky cigarette smoke or
Huh?
whatever, or something else. The walls of my room fade away in the blue, and I'm deep in a dream of you.
Yeah.
So that would be the setting.
Yeah. I dig it.
Dim lights, drink of choice, comfy chair.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So let me ask you this. What are you doing to promote? What are you doing for live? The warm months are upon us. Things are
Yeah.
opening up. The birds are singing. What's going on?
Well, once I get my voice back, I'm kidding. I can
Right.
sing actually. This is so funny. Can't talk, but I could sing still. Crazy.
Oh, ultimate irony of life, right?
I mean, thank God, because it suck.
Right.
Um, yeah, so I actually have a lot planned.
Okay.
Starting in the album officially drops in June,
Okay.
beginning of June. So, at the end of May, I'm gonna be in DC at Blues Alley.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to Texas, and I'm going to be in Austin at a Parker Jazz Club, and then in San Antonio at a TX Jazz. And then after that, we're going to Nashville to Rudy's. I'm going to be in Vegas too. I have a lot of stuff coming up, so I'm kind of like all over the
Yeah.
country,
Yeah.
um, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
And all of it, I actually just came back from Europe. That which was the first time I had experienced like performing this music.
Yeah.
Um, so it's really fun because I never actually know what the feedback would be.
Sure.
So I think people like it. They
Yeah.
definitely seem to be immersed in dreamland for a minute. So yeah, I'm just hoping to keep doing that for audiences here in the States.
And the European audiences are different. They just have a different vibe, right? I mean, there's a
Yeah.
different level of attention and all of that. I mean, New York is obviously the cauldron. It's the capital of the world, but what did Europe feel like?
It's interesting. Europe also different countries are different.
Yeah.
Um, yes, Europeans are definitely very attentive to music, just because I think just the culture of classical music is
Uh-huh.
a lot stronger there.
Yeah.
So on one hand, it's awesome. There's a lot more situations where people are sitting and not eating, and not that I have an issue with eating and drinking while people are watching a show, but like
Sure.
sometimes it's more of a listening situation.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, American audiences are full of people who grew up with this music, or their parents grew up with it. So it's kind of different because it's like there's a different kind of understanding of it from American audiences.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's really cool to be share music with people and see like each audience takes a different part of it.
Yeah.
Um, Europe is awesome though, like I try to go there as much as I can to drink the wine
Yeah.
and to sing for people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So Dream With Me comes out in June. You're going to be touring. If anybody wants to get a copy that's going to benefit you the most or see you live, what's the best way to do that?
So, ooh, I have for the first time ever vinyl.
Ooh, nice.
It's
Excellent.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I also have like CDs, and that's all on my Bandcamp,
Okay.
which everybody can get to just by searching my name. I'm on Naama Sings on like Instagram and most platforms. So yeah, that's I mail those everywhere, and then I'll also have them with me in my shows.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
It's always so great to catch up with you. Thank you so much. I have no doubt this is
Yes.
going to be another wonderful release. So enjoy the tour.
Yeah.
Hopefully the voice and everything gets stronger.
It
And
will.
yeah, it always does. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So
Best of
great to
luck.
be back. Thanks for having me.
It's wonderful. Take
Joe
care.
Domino here, host of KC's Neon Jazz Radio. On International Jazz Day, April 30th, join us at the Music Hall in downtown Kansas City for the event of the year, 90 Years of Count Basie's Swing. At 7 p.m., the world-famous Count Basie Orchestra takes the stage. From 5 to 7 p.m., it's a VIP reception with jazz legends and honorees. Finally, from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., join the after-party jam session at Lonnie's Reno Club inside the Ambassador Hotel. Tickets are moving fast. Get yours now at kccreativecity.com/count-basie. This event is part of International Jazz Day, supported by the UNESCO Creative Cities Network, with Kansas City proudly standing as America's only creative city of music. I'll see you there, Kansas City.